What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. First, you know what, guys? First video of the PA Academy filmed in the apartment. Uh, Sorry if it's like echoey because we really have no furniture. We just moved in. Today we're gonna be going over SMTs. So literally, this is gonna be like a short video because all an SMT is basically just a confluence, an extra confluence. So don't expect this video to be like 20 minutes. Probably gonna be like 7 minutes. Um, Unless I blab about like something random, like about this music. Like if you guys want to if you guys want me to play a certain song or just like a type of music, just like comment down below, especially like jazz. Jazz would be like super chill. Like wait, I'll pop it on. I'll pop it on. Hold on. Like hold up, I have like a playlist for jazz. It'd be so fire. Like, bro, that shit is fire, bro. That's just like feels like I'm in a fucking restaurant right now, ready to serve you guys on that SMT stuff. All right, I'll put the other shit back on. Hold up. Put like, yo, tell me if this song brings you back, guys. Holy shit! Like it reminds me of college. It literally reminds me of college. Like literally sitting in the parking lot and blasting it. But like, all right. The funny thing is with this video, it might be longer than expected because I actually had like no planned out SMT divergences. I have to like find them. So, but I do know that the past 2 days we've had it. So, we've had some setups with it. So, definitely, I'm sorry if the music's a little loud there. So Friday, yeah, we had one. Wait, that's like, yeah, it's PM. So this is my setup. I missed it on Friday. I was waiting for I was literally standing up in the kitchen making coffee. I was basically like at this point right here. I was like, bro, I'm not taking this trade. I want NASDAQ to take out this low right here. What is it? Yeah, it's this one. The 7 a.m. low. I wanted to come wipe out all this price action. I thought this was just a little swing up to fake out us. And around this point here, or this point, one of these points here, I had realized that if you go on to, here we'll actually play this so we don't get like pushed all the way to the front. So I actually realized I went on US 500 and US 500 actually took it out. I was like, oh, okay, well, I missed the opportunity, it's fine. But the 7 a.m. low. Oh no, it wasn't the 7 a.m. low. It was just lows. Cause look here, it was I wanted at least like these lows to get taken out because they were clean before the 9:30 open. So I want to see some. If it wasn't the 7 a.m. lows, I want to see this get taken out. And if this got taken out, I want to see an SMT. I just didn't pay attention to US 500 because I was like paying attention to making myself coffee and just because I was so tired. But yeah, we actually have an SMT here. So this is what an SMT is. It's literally a divergence between two correlated markets. There you go. Two correlated markets. One is a divergence. So one market takes out this low and the other one doesn't. And it forms like a swing up here. So we're like, it starts going up from there. So it doesn't take out the low. And same with highs. Let's say the market here took out this high. Or no, we'll use this high. So there's a high here. I don't even know if this happened or not. Maybe it did. Oh, it did. So there's a high here. Mark it out. Liquidity didn't get taken here. So we have an SMT. Now if I put my cursor on top of this high, it's down here. Right? So this is where the high starts. And now where's this one? Put your cursor over it. Move to the next market. It's this one right here. SMT. That's pretty much how to look for it. But it's literally an extra confluence to like prove, I guess, that smart money's like on your side. And so by having that extra confluence, it gives you more like, I guess, like confidence in the trade itself. I don't need an SMT, but if I do get it, then I love putting my stop at this low. I just love it. It's so like high probability of not getting taken out. And if it does, I really don't care because that was a fantastic trade. And so I put my take profit to, it was this high for a 2.5. I know some of you guys probably like two 5 RRs or like 7 RRs. Like to be honest, the highest RR I've ever gotten was I think a 4.5, and I don't think that going for such high RRs, especially when you're new, like is very sustainable because your stop losses are gonna be super tight, and if they're not tight, your take profit is gonna be super long. So it's like, how about you just do what the model says and don't push it, you know? And don't like, if I wanted to push it, I would put a extension here, even though I didn't even take this trade, but I would put an extension here, projection, and I would take a profit up here. So it'd be like a 3.3, and if you're really greedy, take it here, but don't do that. And I think this might be matching up with the high. Oh, it's okay, it's close about here, but yeah. So that's really an extra confluence. Just I did catch this one, but the previous day I did catch. So we'll go check that out right now. Was this it? Oh, no, it's the London. This day was like a bit of a I prefer the setup on this day, to be honest. Friday, I low-key, like, it was way cleaner. It was way like we didn't have a massive retracement down, like making me like fearful. No, the US 100 had a little retracement down. The US 500 had a big one, which took out this low, which made the SMT, which then we got the change in state, which then we retraced back down into the fair value gap, then to target this high, which that's why we got this big candlestick, because we got equal highs and we didn't even take it out here. That's what I love. But I was making coffee. That's the problem. I was making coffee, and I literally at this point in the market right here, I was like really just watching this low, and I didn't really like, I wasn't really waiting for this low to get taken out in one of the markets and then us moving up. But now, like, looking back that day, as that would have been a trade I was taking, because we're obviously bullish on a higher time frame. I'm pretty sure it was a higher time frame. Fair value gap here, so it was a very valid trade. I just wasn't paying attention, which is unfortunate, but hopefully next week it'll be a different story. Let's put a replay button here. So let's go over this trade. This is a trade that I took, if you guys want proof. Oh yeah, we're in replay mode. Okay, I just said you guys want. Okay, so I'll exit replay mode just so I guess you guys can see. There we go. I entered not in this fair value gap and not in this fair value gap. What I use these fair value gaps as is where I place my stop loss. So ICT said if there's two in the displacement, like if there's two fair value gaps, but in this case there's three. But if there's two, you want to put your stop loss under the second body. So right there, or the wick, you could choose. Or you could play it super safe and just put it under here, or like the wick constant encroachment. But to be honest, it wasn't worth it for me if that were to be the case. So I just put it under this body, which was okay. Like if I got stopped out and the market was still telling me that it wanted to go higher, I would have still re-entered. I would have found a way. And yeah, so I was okay putting my stop loss there for a decent RR. And then about there. It was like there. Oh, it was a bit lower. About there. Pretty decent RR. 30 pip stop loss. First take profit was like, I think it was these. It's pretty random, but I'm okay with taking my profits. There you go. First take profit right there. And this was at the fair value gap there. Like, I'm okay taking my profits a bit early because of the RR is so big. Like, I don't mind yet because I'm still kind of new to the game, you know? I've only been doing pretty well for like 3 months, and I've only been trading in total for like, I want to say 2 years, but I've only been trading SMC concepts for, I want to say, like, because I was on that support and resistance game for like a while. I would say like SMC concepts, I was playing with it for about, not playing with it, I was working with it for about, I think it was, I'm pushing a year. I think I'm pushing a year with SMC. So I'm pretty new. Like, I've only done this for a year. And ICT himself has done it for over 30 years. So there you go. And then the last take profit was at the high. Perfect. Right there. See that? Oof. That's golden. And I think I got like, yeah, I got limited up. This is what happens, guys. When there's a fast market, we literally gapped up here. I remember. And my take profit got taken before before the market even reached this price. What happens is that when the market gaps up, they don't care about your stop loss. So what if it gaps down? It gaps down below this. You're gonna get a bigger loss than expected. Here I had a little bit of a bigger gain. It was probably like not very much, probably 0.10%. But if you're rocking a lot of money, then this could help, you know, maybe a car payment right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got a little bit of a bigger win on this position, not these. This position as expected, but that's pretty nice. Pretty nice trade. I'll explain the SMT in this instance here. I'll keep that actually up. I actually have to go to replay mode, so this is gonna disappear. So the SMT I think was this, bro. High time frame. I think it was like a H1 fair value gap right there. Boom. There we go. H1. So these SMTs are way better when they're in fair value gaps. And literally, I don't know, there's also other ways to use SMTs. I'm going to explain it to you guys in this video, of course. And I just realized that this video is going to be way longer than 7 minutes. I've been blabbing about random shit, but it's all valid. All right, it's all valid. So we're still on, what part we're on right now about the SMTs is the entries. So the SMT is right here. We took out the slow on the US 500. Let's go do that right now. So mark it out. Check it out on the 500. Check that out. So the 500 took it out. And then with the US 100, we did not. So mark it out here too. And then with that, we are in the H1 fair value gap. Higher time frame, right? High time frame I consider like 15 minutes and above, not really 5 minute. But you know, and change the state right here, displacement, inversion, held it. I didn't enter here because, well, if you enter here, like how big that stop loss is, not worth it. 1.4, nah. I'm good. So that's that. And now let's go check out okay, so let's check out now, because this is the entries. Like, it's so simple. Entries, literally, you just get a SMT, you see the divergence. It's like, okay, now my setup's higher probability. But now let's move on to where you think the market's gonna go. So in like a higher time frame sense, or first, what we could do is how to exit a trade with it first, because that's pretty much it. All we have to look at is the entries with it, how to exit a trade properly from it, and also like a higher time frame kind of like look overview of the market. So right here we already have one example. I'll probably just use this because it's so simple. Let's say you're in this trade, right? But not on the US 100, on the, wait, I'm actually confused a bit. Okay, I thought this high was the same as this one. Okay, so I got confused. This example does not actually work. Let me go to something else. Okay, so this is PM. Let's say you're in like a long here, maybe. Move this back. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. I love this actually. So let's say you're in a long, you entered in on this inversion, fair value gap on the US 500, right? It's a little bit of the weaker pair, I guess you could say, in this time of day, in this price action. So the inversion, we put orange, and now let's put our little projection here up on the charts. And so let's say we're targeting the highs right here as our overall target. So, you know, let's say we took a take profit. Let's mark out the range really quick just so we can get the highest probability take profits. I know it doesn't matter, but why not? So slightly above here, so 1.6, why not? Take profit 1 there, 2, and then 3. Mark that out right now. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go back in time a bit more. Let's say we're in the trade. So we're in profits. There we go, take profit 1. Wait. Now let's just for some reason, let's just go check out the US 100 and see what it's up to. So the US 100 already took out this high. So right here, if you wanted to, you could take partials, but you don't have to take anything here. You know why? Because we have this high on the US 100. This high got taken, but we do have this high, so and this high, so it's like an equal high kind of thing. So we could definitely, that's what I'm expecting to get hit on the US 100. So you don't really have to take anything yet, as this isn't a very pertinent high, very important. It's just a way of displacing through it and using it as like a market structure shift, right? Basically, essentially, we took it out, retraced fair value gap, and now we're heading back up. So keep going, we keep going. Now let's look back on the US. But I don't think it's loaded. There we go. Still did not take out the high, so we're still good in that sense. Still going, took out the low there. Feel this volume imbalance right there. Let's mark that out. Why not? Just to show you how precise this stuff is. There we go. Now let's go back to 500. There we go. And now we take this high out. Now, since the US 100 is stronger, if we took out this high on the 500, what do you think the US 100 took out? It's probably this high. So we took out this high on the 500, the 100. Since this is considered a pertinent high, especially with this high, I would definitely take profits, all my take profits here, 100%. It's so worth it, and plus it is still a 3RR. This was the overall target for the US 100 in the afternoon, so I would definitely look at that, especially because we have the SMT. I would definitely look at that as a full-on take profit of just close, like basically just close the trade there, just get out of the trade, and then the market just goes on and does its thing. And even, let's say, even if it's just went higher and to go this high, it doesn't matter. It's just take your profits here. You're still gonna make money. You're still, just do that for longevity. You're gonna see a benefit out of it. You're not gonna see, oh, I'm losing money all the time. No, you're gonna see a benefit out of it. You're keeping money. You're keeping money, and you're saving money, because sometimes it does come back to you, like it does in this instance, and potentially take you out for a loss. You know, it does keep you down here. So if you would have just like took it out here, it's even less profits, you know. So I'm not saying it's gonna take you off for a loss, but you just follow the rules and you will see persistence in it and consistency in it over time. It's not gonna win always, but over time you will see a slow gain. So that's pretty much how you would use it to get out. Use this in shorts, longs, you know, swing trades, whatever it is. But now let's see this in a higher time frame sense, which is basically the same thing as taking a trade, but why not? We'll just go over it. Super easy. Let's go look for one. There we go. We have one here. Actually, get rid of that. So we have one here. Bounce off this h4. Actually, I think this is the h4. Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's not actually. Came into the h4 fair value gap. Then we decided to form an SMT here in the h1, so you could just expect us to go higher. Let's go on a much higher time frame, like the 4-hour. Still haven't found one yet. Right here, SMT, bullish on a higher time frame, fair value gap right here, taken, boom, EOS 100, yep, EOS 100 takes this lower and it goes higher. And that's literally it for SMTs. It's just so simple. Don't take trades based off an SMT, just take trades that have an SMT as an extra confluence. You have to already know, like, and be willing to anticipate where the market's going to go and put your money up for where the market's going to go. And the SMT is just an extra confluence. And you're like, oh, bet there's an SMT as well. That's even better. I'm going to put my stop loss there and there. I'm going to put my take profit there and there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just an extra confluence. You really, like, there's nothing much to it. It's just, it could also help you tell where the market's going to go on a higher time frame, tell you where to take profits. Yeah, it's pretty much it to the SMT, guys. There's really not too much to it. If you guys have like any video ideas, like if you guys watch all the way to the end and like congrats, like thank you very much. But if you guys have any like video ideas that you guys want me to go more in depth on, or like concepts you want me to like cover that I potentially missed, I'm not gonna go over like mitigation block and order blocks, to be honest. Just go check out ICT's content for that. Well, I did go over order blocks, but in a very like minute way, very like undetailed, in depth, I guess you could say. But like mitigation blocks, like breaker, like I'm not gonna go over that stuff because you don't need that. You could just use the fair value gap, guys. If you want to go check that stuff out, go check out that stuff on ICT's channel. But like any like when to not trade on bad days, like how do you know a bad day is coming? How do you know a good day is coming? How can you tell in the price action? Like video ideas like that, like what does my journaling look like? What is um how do I go over a trade? How do I review a trade? How do I like anything like that, guys? Or like what do I do? Like anything psychological too. Like I would go over like how do I deal with a bad day? How do I deal with a good day? Because you can't just like have a good day and then start trade, like, you know, you can have a good trade and then start taking other trades after. If you're like in a euphoric state of mind, then you're gonna start hopping on everything, and who knows if it's good trades, you know, good high probability trades. You don't really know because you're in a euphoric state of mind. Everything to you is you're going to win. So yeah, if you really like are interested in that, just like comment down below. If any one of those topics you want me to cover, yeah, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys in hopefully a couple of days. Why not, right? I'll start filming back up again. We just moved into the apartment, so like I'm really trying to like get my bearings here, start trading again. Hit a couple dubs, hit a couple losses overall in the month. I think this is like my biggest month so far ever. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. My psychology is starting to definitely take a turn, and I've never had so much like breakthroughs and in my understanding with the psychology and just mentally. So like I'm super excited about that because this is really like I used to have breakthroughs, but not like in the psychology of the understanding and how it worked in my trading and just in my perception during my life, and just, but now like I'm getting them back to back, my breakouts, and that's never happened to me, and I'm loving it. Like I'm enjoying it. I hope to spread the love to you guys. I hope you guys will join me on this journey, and just yeah, guys, just spread love, guys. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I would love you guys to give someone a compliment. Give someone a compliment randomly on the streets or at your job, anything like that, and give your mom a hug. So a compliment and your hug, and give your mom a hug, and Give your father a hug too. I was gonna say give him a handshake, but give him a hug too. That's all. All right, peace, guys. Have a good night.